This is Tony.
Hi friends, Lily here from BAi Embroidery Machine.
Yeah.
So, Tony?
Yeah.
I have read a lot of messages on our Facebook group, and we found that our customers have some questions about doing cap embroidery.
Okay.
So, is there any tips or experience you can share with our customers on how to do cap embroidery?
Yes, but my English is very poor, and I need Lily help me. Okay.
Okay, I will do that for you.
Yes, the first is 这个帽子都是不同的。
帽子材质是不同的。So the first of all is the material of different caps.
那这个是一个普通的帽子。
So this is just an ordinary cap. You can see.
而且这个你看到是非常柔软的。
The fabric is also very soft.
Yeah， 这款帽子是美国所有的客户比较喜欢的这个帽子。
Also, this cap is very popular in USA. So I think a lot of US customers will like this. It's the Richardson caps.
对，今天我们选择的是一个112的这个款式。
So we choose 112 model to do the test of our machine.
你可以对比一下这两个帽子，它在这个前的帽檐的这两个的它的形状啊是非常固定的。
So you can compare these two different caps. You can see for this cap Richardson, the front part, it is a very hard structure. You can see.
是为了它这个帽子的整个一个形状会更稳定更好。
So it is this structure will make the cap very solid, and the whole cap looks very strong and solid, and to see the shape is very beautiful.
Yes. 这种帽子全部是布料的。
This cap is made of all fabric.
Yes,
very soft fabric.
为什么这个很坚硬呢？是因为它里边是有固定了一层胶水，除了2层布料之外，它有一层胶水的。
Why Richardson is so hard, is so solid? Because between these two fabrics, there are a layer of glue that also fixed there. So it's very hard, very solid.
这层胶水，它们加热之后凝固了之后，帽子的这个形状才会那么固定。
So when manufacture this Richardson caps, so the glue will be put among these two layers of fabric, and after heated, the glue will be melted, and after the temperature goes down, so the glue will be fixed in the fabric. So the structure is very solid and very hard.
对，并不是它的布料很厚，只是它的胶水用得很厚，所以说。
For Richardson, why it is hard? It is not because of the fabric is hard. It is the reason is that the glue they put under this layer, among these two fabrics, is the glue is very thick, very hard. So that makes the Richardson hard, very solid and hard.
Yes， 第二种是它的帽子的形状不同。那我们去比较一下这两个帽子的这个形状，你们可以看一下。那这个帽子，这个是它的帽檐是很平的。 它是这样子的，然后这个帽的弧度是很高的。
So there are also reasons for different structure of the caps, and you can see this part of the caps. This one is very flat. You can see it can even touch the table, and for this part you can see it has an angle here, and you can see the gap. It cannot touch the table because there is a structure or angle here. Two different caps. You can see.
对的，这种帽子的时候，刺绣的过程中间难度会很大，尤其是在最中间的这个过程，就是这个部分，从上到下这个部分，因为它的弧度很大，会导致它到砧板的这个距离会增高。
So for this structural caps, you can see the embroidery difficulty is very large because when you do embroidery on this area of the caps, when the needle goes down, the gap between the cap and the needle plate is very long. The long distance will cause the needle break.
Yes， 这是帽子的不同。第二种呢是绣花板的不同。
So the second difference is about the embroidery patterns that you used for embroidery the heart.
对，不同的绣花板其实它的档次是不同的，质量是不同的。那我为你去比较一下，那这种绣花板和这种普通的绣花板，我们去研究一下。那这种绣花板就是只有一层，在用软件去打板的过程中，它只有一层。
So different embroidery designs will cause different embroidery effect. I think you already know that. So let's compare with these two caps. You can see the first cap here. It is just a very ordinary cap with just one layer embroidery pattern. You can see this is a very simple pattern. When you do design in the digitizing software, you only need to do one layer design, and then the embroidery effect is like this.
对，那一般的，那我们看到这种是我们现在打板最复杂的一款，它总共是有4层，第一层打板的时候，它可能是 做了一个底，第2层的时候才开始去做它的图形，第3层的时候它会使用这种3D，最后一层它是做缝纫。那这个就是高端的这种打板的一个要求，就是这么一个情况。
Okay, so for this Richardson cup, you can see embroidery effect here is very good. So the design for this embroidery cup, for this Richardson cup is compared very difficult and very complicated. You can see 4 layers total here. So the first layer is only to aim out the frame of this embroidery pattern, and the second layer is to do the embroidery of these all designs. And the 3 layer is do the 3D foam embroidery, and then the fourth is to aim out the line, the outline line of this embroidery pattern. So total 4 layers. It's very complicated and very difficult pattern.
是的，它刺绣完之后非常坚硬，非常坚硬。
And I can show you that after embroidery, you can see the part already embroidered here is very hard and very solid. You can see I even can't twist it. 4 layers. It is as solid as a stone, I think. See, I even cannot twist it or push it in.
Yes. 其实不单单在帽子上有这种打板，所有要求高品质的客户的他们的绣花板的要求都是如此，在衣服上也是如此。
So for our customers that aim for very high quality embroidery effect, this kind of embroidery patterns that with 3-4 layers and even more are also appear on this kind of hoodies.
那这个就是一件衣服上运用了这种打板的这种设计，你可以看到。
So this is a hoodie that we do test for our customer. Also use this kind of embroidery pattern that with 3 to 4 layers.
Yes, 也就是在这个衣服本身是很柔软的。
This hoodie can you see it is very soft fabric, very soft and tender fabric.
但是刺绣完了这个品质，你会看到它非常坚硬，像一个
But
皮
can you
带
see
一
this
样。
part? Tony is now showing you. After embroidery, this part is very hard. Tony cannot even twist it down. Can see,
Yeah.
very hard, very solid.
也可以近距离看一下。所以说，它对刺绣的经验有一定的要求。当你的速度很快的时候，你需要有一个非常专业的这个刺绣经验，才能保证它不会断针。刺绣这种高端的这种绣花板的时候。
So when you do embroidery with such high quality embroidery patterns, that you need to have enough professional experience to do such embroidery patterns. So it will cause a challenge to your embroidery experience.
那另外一个也是同样的，我们再次给客户展示一下。
So another hoodie here.
这种也是同样的有4层，它并没有泡沫胶，并没有泡沫胶。
Also, this is a pattern that has 4 layers designed in 4 layers, but there's no 3D foam in it.
但是它的
But you
它的
can
坚硬
see,
程度是非常硬的。
even without 3D foam, this embroidery effect is already very soft, or very hard, not soft, sorry, very hard.
对，我也有看到我们很多客户在去刺绣这种高端的这个绣花板，所以说给大家展示一下这个原因。
So we have seen a lot of customers in our group that to do such kind of embroidery patterns with multiple layers, like 3 or 4 and even more layers. So we are showing you the embroidery effect here.
Yes， 然后第3个原因的话是针的粗细不同。那我现在展示的是2种不同型号的针，是我们通常用的一个是9号针，一个是11号针。
So there's
没事。
So the third reason is of the embroidery needles that you use on our machine. So now we are showing the 2 regular size needles for you.
9
Size 9 and size 11.
9就是更细一点的，9号针是更细一点，11号针是更粗一点的。
So 9 is not as thick, as large as 11. 11 is larger than 9. You can compare the size with the number on it.
当你去刺绣高端的比较坚硬的，或者是绣花板的时候，我建议你们去，因为我们的机器现在是正常是配置的是11号针，你可以选择大1号针，12号针。
So when you do cap embroidery with Richardson or such hard structured caps or very high classic embroidery patterns, we suggest you to use larger size needles. For now, we usually equipped with our machine, the regular size is 11. It's size 11 needles. But now we recommend you to use like size 12 or maybe size 13 for these hard structured caps and for high-end embroidery hoodies or maybe garments.
对，但是我不建议大家选择超过13号针以上的粗度，因为这个时候对于很多新手来说可能很困难，因为你的针用超过13号针了之后，你会需要去调节这个 hook 的这个位置，然后去增加它的间隙。
调整角度。
对。
So, we usually suggest you to increase the size of the embroidery needles, but we do not recommend to use a needle that larger than 13. Because it's very difficult for our customers, especially that without embroidery business on embroidery machine. Because when you use the needle that's larger than 13, you have to adjust the gap in the rotary hook.
Yes.
This procedure, I think, is very difficult, especially for new users.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. 当你去刺绣很少的字母的时候，我建议大家会选择9号针，就是更小一点、更细一点的针。
Okay, when you embroider very little small letters, we recommend to use smaller size needles. Maybe size 9 is okay for you.
尤其是柔软的布料，比如说 T 恤，你需要更高的这个刺绣的这个品质的时候。然后我建议大家选更细的这个针。
Okay, especially for the T-shirt that is very soft and tender fabric. If you want to achieve better embroidery effect, we recommend to use the smaller size needles. Generally, we recommend to use needle size 9.
第4个原因是砧板的不同。
So the first reason cause this problem is that the needle plate.
Yes, 我们所有的机器有3个砧板，3个不同的砧板。
For our machines, we have 3 different kinds of embroidery plates, needle plates.
在 Mirror 机器系列上，我们是配置了2个不同的砧板。
So on Mirror series, you can see these 2 different kinds of needle plates.
那我们通常呢，在刺绣帽子的会选择这个弧度更高的这个砧板，刺绣平绣的时候会选择这个弧度低的这个砧板。
So when we do cap embroidery on our Mirror series machine, we recommend you to use this needle plate. You can see this different too. This angle is higher. So
yes.
We recommend this one, the higher angle for the cap embroidery, and use this one for the T-shirt garment for the flat embroidery.
Yes. 很多客户也选择过我们的 Vision 的机器，因为 Vision 的机器在设计的过程中间，在我们生产设计的过程中间，我们已经去考虑到这个问题。这个 Vision 呢是曲面的砧板，它整个一个已经配置的是曲面的砧板，不需要去更换的。
Also, I think we all have other customers that already chosen our Vision series machine, and as you can see, while during the design process of the machine, we already consider the problem of cap embroidery, so it is already equipped with this needle plate, curved needle plate. So you don't need to change the needle plate to cap embroidery. Already equipped with this one.
Yes, 这是第4个原因。第5个原因就是3D 绣的这个泡沫的这个尺寸。
So the other reason is the thickness of different kinds of 3D foam.
Yes, 这个是1毫米的。
So this one is 1 millimeter thickness.
很薄。
Yes, very thin, not that thick.
Yes, 这个是3毫米的。
This is 3 millimeter.
更厚一点。这个是5毫米的。
This is 5 millimeter.
Yes. 那我们去刺绣的过程中间，我们就看到一件事情，比如说这个刺绣板，这个图案，这边是5毫米，使用的是5毫米的，5 millimeter. And this is 3 millimeter.
So as we are showing now on this Richardson cap, so we use 这个是
3毫米的。
So we use 3 millimeter, like these 2 ends of the embroidery pattern, and to show better embroidery effect, we use 5 millimeter in the middle of this embroidery pattern.
为什么这么设计呢？是因为当这是字母，当字母绣的时候，我们一般会选择不会超过5毫米。
So why we choose 3 millimeter? Because when we do letter embroidery, we generally choose 3 foam that not thicker than 3.
这边一半是图形，它的面积更大，所以说我们可以选择5毫米。
So this one you can see is a logo. So while you doing embroidery on hearts with logos, we generally can choose 5 millimeter.
这些细节需要你在去做绣花板设计的时候就要考虑到的。
So all these details need to be considered at the very first step when you are doing the design of the embroidery pattern. You have to consider these details in it.
Yes. 除了在帽子上去使用这个泡沫胶以外，3D 的这个泡沫胶以外，在 T 恤上其实也是有的，我给大家演示一下。
Okay, so 3D foam can not only be used on the caps, but also can be used on the hoodies, T-shirts, and the garments. So we'll show you here.
大家看这个客户的，他这个就是 3D 的。
You can see this hoodie here. So this embroidery have already used our 3D foam. It's a 3D embroidery.
来，可以给大家看一下，展示一下这个
we can show
效果。 当你在厚的布料上是厚的衣服上，比如说冬天的服装卫衣的时候，很多客户会选择去增加一个1毫米的这个泡沫胶来去增加它的立体感。那这个时候呢，它的整个一个刺绣的品质是非常漂亮的。
So while we embroider on hoodies with more thick like this, while you maybe it's for autumn or maybe for winter the hoodie, the autumn hoodie or the winter hoodie, it is thick than the regular one. So some of our customer will use the 3D foam to increase the embroidery effect of this hoodie to achieve a better quality.
Yes. 这种刺绣出来的效果就会更高。
Okay, with 3D foam, the embroidery effect is much better than the regular one.
那这也是一个小小的经验，分享给我们所有的客
It's
户。
also a small tip that we can share with our customers how to achieve better embroidery effect on thick hoodies for autumn and for winter.
其实这个绣花板在刺绣用泡沫胶刺绣完之后，其实会比它更高的。
Actually, when you finished this embroidery pattern with 1 millimeter foam for this hoodie, actually the embroidery effect is higher than this.
但是我们是通过加热的这个程序，让泡沫胶融化完之后和线融化在一起，让它的高度降低导致它就是让它感觉到更充满，所以说它的效果会更好。
So after it is embroidery, the embroidery is finished, we use a hair dryer to melt this 3D foam, and so it can be melted. It's melted, so it melted and it can be put together with the thread, and so it achieved this much more better quality, much more better effect.
这也是一个小小的经验。
It's also a small tip that we can share with you.
那还有另外一种呢，就除了泡沫胶以外，还有另外一种就是一个皮革。
So we also have another kind of embroidery that use this kind of leather.
这个皮革的也是非常厚的，它已经超过3毫米了。
So this, as you can see, this leather also very thick. The thickness I think is already over like 5 millimeter. It's already over 5 millimeter.
当你去刺绣这种高厚度的时候，我们需要你在机器里边去调节一个参数，因为我们在机器里边已经预设了一个刺绣厚料的这个专业的一个模式，但是大部分新手客户可能他不太熟悉，一会儿我来给大家演示。
Okay, so for you to embroider on leather such like 5 millimeter or even thicker, so that you first, before you start embroidery, you need to adjust a parameter that in our electrical control system we already set in it. It is a thickness mode that you have to turn it on, but many of our users don't know that we have this mode in our computer. So Tony will show you later how to turn on the thickness mode, so then you can embroider on leathers like this very thick.
对，所有厚料的这个，我建议所有的客户在刺绣厚料之前是打开这个设置。
So we suggest our customers to turn on the thickness mode before you start embroidery with very thick fabrics.
因为这个设置其实是控制了针的运动的这个快慢，以及它的这个那个线迹是不同的，频率是不同的。
So as for this mode, if you turn it on, it can control the speed and also the frequency of the needles to achieve the embroidery effect you want.
对，就是这么个情况。因为正常的话，我们去刺绣的话，厚料很厚的话，它的针上下的过程要比普通的这个要有更长的时间。
So when we do embroidery on thick fabric like this, compared to regular fabric, the needle up and down speed, it will take a longer time for the needle to pull down and pull up.
所以打开这个设置的话，基本上会让它的运动更加的适应这个厚料的这个。
So when you turn the thickness mode on, it will help the machine to adjust to the thickness fabric and make the whole procedure much more easier.
OK， 那我现在教一下大家。
Okay, Tony is now going to show you on the machine how to turn on the thickness mode. Okay, let's show it on this machine.
很简单，第一步 ，click this.
First, press the setting button.
This have the 4 pages.
So the whole setting have 4 pages.
然后找到38位。
And you have to turn to page 3, so number 38.
Yes.
You can see thick material.
Yes， 大部分时间我们是通常是关闭的。
So generally, when you receive the machine, this mode is off.
当你们去刺绣厚料的时候，3D 绣的时候，以及帽子的硬度的帽子的时候，打开它。
So when you need to embroider on Richardson hats, structured hats, and thick fabric, we suggest you to turn this mode on.
Just click OK.
So after you turn it on, just press OK.
That's OK.
So the mode is set. It is OK.
好吧， 然后，大概今天我给大家分享了五个小的技巧。
So today we have shown you 5 small tricks or tips that for you that you can use while you do embroidery, different kinds of cap embroidery, t-shirt embroidery, hook embroidery.
Yes， 我们在下一周的每天的直播过程中间会每天去为大家去分享这些经验的这个刺绣帽子以及这个厚度的这个经验的这个分享。
So our live broadcast next week, as you guys know, we have live broadcast every Tuesday to Friday. So for our live broadcast next week, we will show you how to do cap embroidery, structured cap embroidery, and how to do embroidery on this kind of thick fabric for you next week, Tuesday to Friday.
OK， 希望大家关注我们的主页。
So if you are interested in this, please keep with us. Please get in with us and watch our live broadcast. I think you can a lot of useful tips for you there.
OK， 谢谢。
OK, thanks for watching today. So Tony.
Thank you, Lily.
So thank you, Tony. Shall we say bye?
Thank you, Lily. Bye bye.
Bye for now. Bye.